I'm going to see, I think the website's up, but there is a video here. So we'll just play a video about the Christmas box packing day. Sorry.
A very big welcome from Christmas Box. I'm Yvonne.
And I'm Edwin. Together, we'll be letting you know what's going on here at Christmas Box and how Christmas Box impacts our communities and beyond.
Behind me, we have hundreds of volunteers who are all committed to getting thousands of Christmas boxes packed all before lunchtime. It's really quite incredible how so many people can make such a huge task so achievable.
So, you may be wondering what kind of person wakes up here on Saturday morning, comes here and packs boxes for people they may never meet. Well, come with us and let's go find out.
Let's go. What brings you here to Christmas Box?
Just to put smiles on people's faces on Christmas Day.
How about the communities?
To make a difference for people that don't have a Christmas like this in Africa.
We're handing out lollies to everybody who's helping out.
It's just about helping, that's why we're here.
Did you see those groups in there? The different team colours, did you notice that?
Yeah, I saw red, green, black, and I think I did see a bit of white in there too.
Well, some of those teams not only volunteer, but they actually donate thousands of dollars worth of products to help make Christmas Box a reality.
Well, Nestle has been involved with Christmas Box for many, many years now, so it's almost like a family gathering every year.
Who are you representing today?
This 6 Fitness, Coca-Cola, Amstel.
Mercury Energy. Last year we brought in our team and it was a great experience and we just wanted to come again and we brought more people across the company.
As you can tell, all our volunteers have been working super hard.
And as promised, well over 10,000 Christmas boxes have been packed before lunchtime.
Speaking of lunch, our volunteers are having a well-deserved break.
And as they're eating, organisations from all over the place are coming in and taking these boxes all over town.
I think we should jump in a car and go make some deliveries of our own.
I think we should.
Let's go.
A blessing for my families. We are loved.
Just want to honor you and say, hey, we see your family, you're in need of this. Enjoy it, enjoy your Christmas, and just know that people out there are thinking of you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
What an amazing experience to be able to go into that home and give that family a box, just to see the joy in those children's faces.
We just want to say thank you to all the volunteers and to all the sponsors.
And to everyone who was part of the I Can, We Can promotion or anyone who sponsored a box. So on behalf of the team here at Christmas Box, we would like to say a very big thank you and we will see you next year.
See you next year.
Yeah, when you see it like that, that's when you know that it only happens because they're amazing corporates, amazing people that are just coming in. All those people, all volunteers. And so it's really that's what makes Christmas Box project successful, is the people that are there. So one of the things that as well is just review. So one thing that Paul is doing now is he's reviewing our procedures. So it's about how to control and review the procedures, and then how 2 years ago or even a year ago, we never used to have health and safety worries. We used to have children that used to come in and be a part of it. Last year, we had to apply it, and we couldn't have anybody under 15 years old. So it also changes what Christmas Box is about. It changes the nature of the project, but we have to still, adhere to the laws of the land. So for us, Christmas Box packing day has changed, but there's nothing we can do. So health and safety for the whole project takes about another 15 minutes, 20 minutes just to process. Whereas before, people used to just come in, get an inspiration or word, and then go out and do the packing. Now we have to get them to sign health and safety forms. We have to make sure there's nobody under 15. So it makes the process much longer, but it's all about safety for people. Have you worked on health and safety here at all? Or? And so in New Zealand in April, health and safety law came into effect, and now we have, if you're focusing on health and safety, you'll find that you might be able to get a job out there, because people are employing health and safety officers, because now every single company, organisation are all having to adhere to that. So they are all employing, so people are contracting now just all on health and safety. So that's really important as well. So it's all about compliance. It's about making sure that the food is not near expiry. It's making sure that it's good quality, making sure so all of these things that we have to make sure about the project is all about quality, because with us as a project, what's important is the experience. It's not a good experience if you give a box to a person, things in there all broken, the box is all broken, and even the person delivering it is not genuine. So all of that is all about the Christmas box experience. When you go in and you get good customer service, do you walk out feeling like you have had a good experience? Yes? Would you go back? And so it's the same thing with Christmas box. It's all about the experience, so that when they think about the project, they're going to think good. They're going to think good things on it, because the only way that the project can grow is because people have had great experiences. So with 2020, in 4 years' time, we have a goal that we're going to pack 20,000 Christmas boxes in 2020. We're probably going to do that by 2018. So we're already ahead of the game in that. So what we're looking now, what Paul is looking now, is what we want to do is franchise the Christmas box model. Do you know what I mean by franchise? So we're going to be like McDonald's or something like that, so that when people see Christmas box, that the system is exactly the same as what they know it is. So where it's happening in a small town in New Zealand or a small town in Australia is going to be exactly the same thing. So that's one of the things that we're looking at in the next couple of years, is how to franchise the model. And you never know, we may end up having maybe 100,000 by 2030. But 2020, we're probably going to achieve that goal in 2018. So, and needless to say that next year, we're probably going to review whether or not we're going to adjust the goal. Have you got any questions?
What kind of families are being chosen to deliver these boxes?
So that's why we deal with NGOs and with the police, is that they work with families in need. They are the ones. I'm not going to be able to know. Paul's not going to be able to know who's in need. So they work with these families in need. So when we put out when we say to them, can you select some families? So we do like New Zealand Police, I think you saw in the document, got 1,000. So they have all these units called family violence units, and we deal with all their family violence units, and they take in, for Manuko, which is out in South Auckland, they take maybe about 300 or 400. And what they do is they go and visit families that are in need, that have had violence in their family because of economic situations. The dad's not working, he's getting frustrated, they can't afford anything, he's fighting with his wife. All of those things that result in family violence, they're bringing a Christmas box. And what the police, last year I went and did some deliveries with the police, and I'm not sure what the police is like in your country, but nobody would open up the door for us until we said that we weren't there for police matter, we were there to deliver a Christmas box. And people would start not happy with us, but by the time we delivered the Christmas box, then they were smiling. And so that, for me, is a clear picture of the impact of Christmas box, is that they won't let people into the house. they see a Christmas box, they know what Christmas box in, they let the police into the house. And what the police have told us is that it's actually changed their relationships with families. Whereas before, families didn't like them, hated them, thought that they were against them. Now the police are seeing that Christmas box is actually a tool to open up doors, for families to open up doors to them. So that's pretty impacting, eh? Any other questions? Who thinks that they'd like to do Christmas box as a project? Like I say, it's all online. So what I'll do is I'll email to Ankit the website for the Life Centre Trust and the website for Christmas box, and you can. We're doing a project now for Christmas box for our Life business. Is that they have an event on the 1st of August, so we have to go to them to appeal to the people that are attending to take back the sponsorship or the Christmas box project to their companies, to start putting some money towards that, to see whether they want to sponsor anything, if they want to donate, if all sorts of different levels of sponsorship. So that's our current project at the moment. Is there anything, any suggestions? Anybody been in a project similar to Christmas box? So last year we actually tried to do this with Edens. I'm probably in conversation with Ankit and maybe Nathan, just trying to find out how we can try and get the students to the Christmas box, or maybe through the week, of how we can get the students there to be a part of the project. Would anybody be interested in that? Okay, so we'd love to be able to be a part of it. I mean, Paul loves teaching people stuff, so we'd love to actually have it. So I think we can try and work something out. What days are they? Are they normally Monday to Friday here at Edens?
No, there were the 3 days in a week.
Okay, so we'll try and work out, because what we do is before the actual packing day, we have what we call a lead-in time. So maybe you can get involved in the lead-in time and we can sort out. So at the moment, one of our biggest issues is trying to secure a venue for to pack all the Christmas boxes. So once we know where that venue is, the location, last year it was in South Auckland, we're hoping it's going to be in Central Auckland, and then we can maybe try and arrange. So if you are interested, then maybe we could get my details out, and you can volunteer me or Ankit, they could go to you.
Yeah, I mean, when can you be knowing the details of the venue or something?
Yeah. So once I get the details of the venue, I can email it to Ankit, and then we can try and work a plan about how we can get some of the students there. Would there be any other projects you'd choose in Life Centre Trust? Have a look at the website, and then you can decide from there what you'd like to do. Yeah,
that'd be great. Can you talk more about compliance plan? What kind of compliance measures are being adopted in this community-based project?
I'm kind of like compliance.
Any, as you said, health and safety and the product quality and all those stuff. So what are the kind of measures and?
Well, those are, so health and safety is our first and foremost, but the sponsors, I mean, and the thing is that's what happens when you deal with corporates, is they also have an obligation to do their due diligence to ensure that the product we get is of a good quality as well. It's not rubbish, because they know the purpose of it. So the compliance really is more about the day of the packing day where you saw that video. It's about the compliance is ensuring that we have safety gear, because you see there's a lot of forklifts around carrying all those pallets, so it's making sure there's safety gear, making sure little things like sunscreen, because it's in the summer, we have to make sure there's sunscreen. We had to make sure there were hats for people that were outside. We had to make sure there was no children, that they got food. that they got drink. That's another thing too, making sure that they actually have water. So those are all the things that we had to be compliant, because they said that we had to treat it like it was like a construction site, basically. So they wanted to make sure that the volunteers, so in health and safety, volunteers are treated just like staff, paid staff. So every compliance we have is being like, just because they're a volunteer, they have to be treated exactly how we're obligated to treat our staff members. So those are the compliance is all on the actual packing day itself. Yeah.
You also plan to expand this Christmas box to Australia? Or maybe?
Oh, it already is. So it's already in Australia. So the Cook Islands has been going for 4 years. So that's out in the Pacific Islands. Melbourne, Australia has been 3 years. And all around Auckland. So last year we did 2 new locations, because we're finding that the influence is small towns over big cities. Small towns are the biggest influence. So every 2 years, we're hoping that we would start 1 new location every 2 years.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? Because it's a very important project, and it's a part of assignment as well. Not only being part of the project, but also doing your assignment too. So ask more if you want to have more questions.
If you can't think of any questions, then again, Ankit has mine, and then eventually we'll give you Paul's email address. And if you've got any questions about the projects, then yeah, we're happy to, aren't we, Paul? We're happy to give you as much, because for us, we want to see you win as well. We want to see you guys, get a good mark, get a good result. You've come all the way to New Zealand to do that, so we want to be able to help you to do that. Yep. Do you have,
what's the real challenge that you are going to face to open a new place to start a Christmas box?
to open a new place?
To find the sponsors.
Oh yeah. So what the challenge is, as a community organisations, you will find out there, everyone is wanting sponsorship. So those are the challenge. So the challenge is trying to come up against other community organisations, and you have to sell to the corporate why would they choose the Christmas box over somebody else. And that's what I was saying in the proposals, that we always give numbers that have been impacted, because that's how corporates think, is the more the impact, the more the exposure of our brand. So those are the challenges. It's like when you interview when you're going for an interview and it's between you and one other person, you have to decide what makes you just that little bit better for this position than the other person. Why would they choose you and not the other person? So it's the same kind of thing with the sponsorship. It's trying to appeal